Rory Tan's voice tore through his headset. Pull back, Shade. I can't tank the raid boss if you walk the lava line. On the other side of the ocean, Lila Moreno Shade, to the 50 million fans watching the Eon Odyssey World Series, rolled her shoulders and flicked her mouse. I'm setting up the gravity snare, Rex. If you'd pop your shield on time, we'd already have phase 2, she shot back, speaking perfect English through a Spaniard's clipped cadence. The shoutcasters feasted on the spat. Rex and Shade were the rivalry esports sponsors prayed for. He, the meticulous Singaporean paladin with an engineering degree's precision. She, the flamboyant Spanish shadow mage who could improvise a combo out of thin air. Their opposite styles electrified every match. Tonight was the quarterfinal. Their team's Helix for him, Novlux for her, were tied at 2 maps apiece. One more dungeon run would decide who advanced. Rex's avatar, a towering golden-plated guardian named Stormbreaker, slammed his hammer. Shade's ebony-cloaked Night Whisper melted into shadow behind him. Health bars dwindled. 100,000 viewers spammed emotes. And then, 5% from victory. Night Whisper's spellbook flared crimson. A pop-up no one had ever seen bled over the UI. Hidden legendary quest discovered. A bond beyond time conditions. Stormbreaker and Night Whisper must be married within 7 lunar cycles. Penalty for refusal, 30% stats to both avatars. The raid boss roared, uninterruptible. Stormbreaker's hammer missed. Night Whisper's snare fizzled. Helix wiped. Novalux wiped. Both teams were eliminated. A stunned silence smothered the arena broadcast. Then the chat exploded. Marriage quest, Rex plus Shade OTP. Is this an ARC? Leela yanked off her headset, cheeks sizzling with heat that wasn't just embarrassment. Across the stage's split screen, Rex did the same, his usually poker-calm eyes ping-ponging between monitors. 20 minutes later, the developer, Valvea Studios, issued an emergency tweet. Congratulations to players Stormbreaker and Night Whisper for pioneering the newly unlocked legendary romance quest. Full patch notes forthcoming. That night, in the hotel bar in Seoul where all finalists lodged, Rex found Lila stabbing a straw through melting ice. You saw the penalties, he said, sliding into the opposite seat. Minus 30%. No guild will let us raid if we don't complete that quest. She rubbed her temples. Don't make it sound like we have to sign mortgage papers together. It's a game quest. He inhaled, counting heartbeats. We have 7 lunar cycles. Call it 6 weeks until Worlds resumes. If the quest requires cooperation, our choices are 1, collaborate, or 2, retire early. Her eyes tracked a droplet racing down her glass. Collaboration, she sighed. But don't get romantic ideas, Tan. I would rather marry a cactus. Duly noted. He extended a hand. After an awkward pause, she took it. A treaty signed in condensation and exhaustion. The next morning, a private email arrived in both their inboxes, subject line, Developer Guidance. A bond beyond time. Greetings, champions. Legends speak of 2 souls fated amidst rivalry to forge love that transcends realms. You must 1, journey together to the 5 shrines of origin. 2, recreate each shrine's emotion both in-game and in real life, documented via the companion app. 3, exchange vows under the twin moons of Eon City before the 7th rise. Rewards, mythic gear, plus removal of all stat penalties. Opt-out remains available at any time, penalties permanent. Neither had ever heard of a quest blending real-world tasks with the MMO. But Valvea was famous for reality-bending events, and so they booked adjacent practice rooms in the hotel basement, screens side by side, mics hot. Lila adjusted her chair. Shrine 1 says, Remembrance. Coordinates, X10044Y203, Rex replied. Teleport unlocked only if avatars hold hands. She choked. Stormbreaker's gauntlets are the size of refrigerators. Mechanically irrelevant, he said, but his cheeks tinted. Pixels interlaced, their avatars' fingers intertwined. A flash, then a silver forest materialized. Shrine 1, an ancient cedar bearing a memory sigil. Text scrolled. Recall a defining childhood moment to each other, then emulate it in real life. Carnival de Cadiz. Fine. Age 9. My father took me to the Carnival de Cadiz. He won me a stuffed blue whale. I carried it everywhere until the seams burst. Age 9, Rex echoed. I built a Lego solar tracker, showed my grandmother the panels following light. She called me her little son. The game dinged, accepting the confessions. New instruction: reenact the memory offline and upload proof. They stared at each other. I can't exactly find my grandmother, Rex murmured. She passed when he was 20. Lila's whale was surely landfill. But gamers iterate solutions. 2 hours later, they met downtown. Seoul's street vendors glimmered under neon. Lila purchased a cheap plush whale keychain, azure as nostalgia. Rex bought a postcard of a sunrise and wrote in blocky handwriting, "Little son, I'm proud of you." Poo. They photographed each other holding the items. Companion app accepted. In-game, the cedar erupted with light, rewarding them matching rings that granted +5 synergy when near. Whoo! Mormously. Synergy also activated a tiny heart particle between avatars. Twitch chat, which could see their public stream, went feral. Lila groaned. 1 shrine down, 4 to go. Weeks unspooled in flights, servers, and side quests. Shrine 2. Trust. They had to complete a blindfolded platform run. She steered the camera, he pressed movement keys. Off-screen, they mirrored the dare on a VR balance board with only voice guidance. She kept swearing in Spanish. He, calmly, 17 degrees right. They cleared both. Shrine 3. Joy. They were ordered to make the other laugh 3 times in 24 hours. Rex, stoic to legend, downloaded stand-up routines, practiced jokes in a mirror. His first attempt, a pun about SQL databases, bombed. The second, a recreation of Lila's outbursts in the soundboard, coaxed a snort from her. Finally, he sent her a GIF mashup of Stormbreaker dancing flamenco. She cracked up loud enough to shake headsets. In return, Lila secretly hired a Singaporean pastry chef to deliver pineapple tarts to his door, each with icing shaped like miniature solar panels. When he found the note, he laughed so hard he missed scrim call. While they ticked boxes, esports analysts speculated. Was the event a publicity stunt? A data mining experiment? Opinion pieces sprouted, from PvP to OTP, why fans ship Shadebreaker. Backstage, feelings mutated from annoyance to camaraderie. They began sharing breakfast, critique, memes. One night, grinding mobs to meet synergy ring requirements. Rex heard Lila yawn. Go sleep, he urged. Tilt you with you is strangely comforting, she confessed, surprising herself. A hush settled, heavy but not unwelcome. Shrine 4, vulnerability. The in-game prompt required them to duel each other to 1 health point, then choose either to finish or spare. Simultaneously, offline, they had to reveal a secret no one else knew. Night Whisper's spells lambasted Stormbreaker to slivers of HP. His counterstrike left her flickering. At the programmed moment, both hit spare. The forest hushed. Digital petals fell. In the practice room, hearts hammered. Rex spoke first. Public Rory Tan is composed, but when I lose, I count ceiling tiles until rage subsides. I smashed my keyboard last year, hid the shards. Only my wall saw. Leela's brown eyes softened. When I win, she began, swallowing. I feel nothing. Like the joy leaks out, I stream bigger, crazier, but inside it's static. Nobody knows that. Quest completed. The game rewarded them. Emblems of empathy, boosting healing they cast on each other. Off-screen, neither knew what to do with the intangible ache inside. Only Shrine 5 remained, devotion. But its coordinates were blank, a cryptic line. The path opens when hearts align. World's semifinal loom. Their temporary alliance had cost them training with their own squads. Sponsors fretted. Coaches scowled. The night before the match that would decide Shades and Rex's possible rematch at finals, they met on the rooftop garden of the Arena Hotel. Sewell's skyline glittered like shattered glass suspended in ink. I should want to beat you tomorrow, Lila said, hugging her arms against wind. But right now, I only worry about failing our weird cosmic scavenger hunt. He leaned onto the railing. I ran numbers. If either of us drops, the marriage quest locks permanently and the stat debuffs remain. We'd both become bench material. So, we enter finals, she said, side by side. Or not at all. A taxi horn below punctuated the tension. Rex turned. Lila, what if hearts aligning isn't about avatars? What if we need to decide something real? Her laugh was brittle. We're rivals, programmed by algorithms to fall in love. That's not choice, that's manipulation. Maybe, but the quest didn't make me like your laugh or how you mispronounce synchronous. That happened while no dev watched. She stared, breath misting. Lightning flickered in distant clouds, silent. Tell you what, she said. Let's finish the tournament first, then see what's manipulation. But she didn't move away when his shoulder brushed hers. The semi-final pitted Helix against Black Tide, Nova Lux against Imperial. Staggered matches meant Rex and Lila could watch each other's games. Helix lost. Rex's timing was off by fractions. His healer missed windows. Commentators mourned the upset. Sponsors muttered. Lila's chest constricted. As she entered her booth, her coach hissed, "Focus." Camera zoomed. She inhaled, exhaled. Novalux won a brutal 5-map slugfest. Shade carried, dropping record DPS. Yet when confetti rained, she felt the same hollow static. That night, she found Rex outside the arena loading docks, hood up against drizzle. "I'm sorry," she said. He shrugged. "I'll still play a third-place match. Quest aside, I'm proud you advanced." Silence pricked, rain beaded his hair. An impulse tugged, the memory of his shoulder's warmth. She stepped closer. "Come to finals anyway," she urged. "If the hidden quest wants hearts align, maybe the shrine will reveal at Eon City itself." He looked at her, eyes dark pools of reflected neon. "Win or lose," he said, "I'll be there." She surprised them both by rising on tiptoe and kissing his cheek. His hand rose almost to her waist, then retreated. She left before courage crumbled. Final. A stadium of 20,000 and a million streaming eyes. Eon Odyssey's devs unveiled a real-world VR immersion zone, replicating Eon City's moonlit courtyard. Novalux vs. Imperial, loaded into pods surrounded by projection screens, so the audience could spectate both virtual and physical movements. Rex sat front row. Every heartbeat he imagined the synergy ring thrumming, despite being logged out. Game 3 of the best of 7 series tied 1-1. A glitch rippled across the simulation like a curtain drawn aside. The courtyard NPCs froze. Text scrolled visible to every spectator. Shrine 5 devotion conditioned. Presence of both destined souls required. Gasps. Cameras swiveled to Rex in the stands. Security guards signaled, unsure. The developer's executive producer, pacing backstage, made a split-second decision. Let him on stage. Rex sprinted. A stagehand tossed him a spare VR visor. Commentators howled. Within the pods, Lila saw Stormbreaker phase in beside Night Whisper. The crowd roared. The quest overlay blossomed. Kneel, place rings upon one another, speak truth uncoded by script. Lila's throat closed. She toggled party voice to private. "Rory, if we do this, the whole world will think we're reading lines," he finished. "We'll know better." Her avatar knelt. His followed. Controllers trembling, they lifted the synergy rings, sliding them onto each other's gauntleted fingers. Light cascaded, coalescing into twin moons overhead, exactly like the lore's prophecy. "Speak truth." the interface demanded, mic symbol blinking. Lila swallowed. I spent years proving I needed no one, but when we trained, when you counted ceiling tiles and mailed me pineapple tarts recipes, she laughed wetly. I realized I'm stronger when someone sees me, glitches and all. Rory Tan, you see me. Rex's pulse thundered. I optimized life for control, yet the moments I've felt most alive occurred while failing that control around you. Leela, I'm terrified and grateful. If love is accepting variance, then I love you. The moons blazed. System message. Marriage confirmed. Stat penalties lifted. Ninth gear awarded. A final line. May your union echo across realms. But cameras weren't focused on the UI. They were focused on Rex stepping out of the VR rig, yanking off his visor and crossing to Lila's pod. She emerged, raven hair plastered by sweat. He hesitated only an instant before pulling her into a kiss, witnessed by 20,000 roaring fans and a million exploding chat emotes. Novolux forfeited the map due to inactivity. Night Whisper was busy kissing Stormbreaker in a stationary loop. Tournament officials paused the series for technical evaluation. Imperial's captain later joked it was the first time romance caused a competitive timeout. In the days following, media storms raged. Were they contractually allowed to romance mid-match? Valve capitalized, releasing Shadebreaker Forever, cosmetics whose sales funded scholarships for women in esports. Sponsors that once salivated over rivalry pivoted to power couple branding. But the questions they cared about were smaller, like, could they handle long distance? Beta tests suggests yes. Redive flights are a buff to kisses. Could they remain rivals? They scrim nightly, still trash talk but Q duo for ranked. One breezy evening in Citadis, months later, they stood on the pier watching sunset bleed gold over water. Lila dangled a plush blue whale keychain off the railing. Rex unfurled a solar panel the size of a notebook he'd built from recycled cells. The panel tilted automatically toward the dying light. She elbowed him, still the little sun. He tucked the panel into her beach bag. Still your paladin. He drew a small velvet box, actual, not virtual. Inside glimmered twin rings, shaped like pixel hearts. No penalties this time, he said. She grinned. Just rewards, and kissed him, under two very real, ordinary, perfect Spanish moons, one belonging to the sky, the other reflected in the sea, while somewhere in the data centers of Valva Studios, Stormbreaker and Night Whisper danced a never-ending emote loop, still learning that the best quests are coded in beating hearts and blinding brilliant variants.